What is up, you guys? It's your favorite tarot reader, and I am back with another read. Okay, honey, period. Period. I am taking personal readings. You guys can catch me at Money Sign Caprice Cooks. You can also email me or Apple Pay me at capricecooks@icloud.com, alright? Alright, I work on energy. Energy is fluid, so this could be about you. This could be about a person that you're thinking about or anybody's thinking about you. This could also be about the past, the present, or the future. Because time is an illusion and somehow it's affecting you right now. Okay, honey, period. So it is 7:04 and it is 12:34 over there on my stove, 37. So feel free to look up any angel numbers mentioned in this video. Okay, honey, period. So Spirit guides, ascended masters, so family, twin flame family, please be here with me at this time, helping me receive a message to deliver to my Libras for the April 5th through the 11th. Y'all could definitely be dealing with an earth sign, a Taurus, or a Capricorn, even a Virgo. I'm hearing like nursery rhymes, getting on your nerves, or like kids' music, or the back and forth, or the repeating of the same thing over and over. The repeating of the same cycle, the repeating of the same action, the repeating of the same behavior. It's getting on your nerves, it's bothering you, it's annoying, and you're ready to walk away from it. Like, it feels like, I'm fed up. Like, putting your hands up, like, I'm fed up. With the complexity card at the bottom of the deck, it's getting too hard. It's getting too complex, and you kind of like asking yourself, like, is this even worth it at this point? Like, should I keep going with the Gemini card here? I feel like you kind of ready to switch your mind about something. Like, maybe the water current has changed. The Taurus card here, it says it's like, be practical about the things that you want. Like, be honest with yourself about the things that you want. Be honest with yourself about if things aren't working out, to maybe go with the flow and in things before you end up hurting yourself. You know, if if you mixing and mingling with like a whole bunch of different people and you're realizing that certain friendships aren't working and you're just trying to put yourself out there just because you're bored, I feel like be okay with ending them. It's not gonna make you two-faced just because, you know, whatever. Definitely could be dealing with the Capricorn. I feel like this is also going with your business minded self. I feel like you're not very logical. You're in your emotions. You're in your emotions a lot right now instead of like thinking logical. So that's probably why your career is kind of like needing to just be focused on, because logical is better with business, right? And you don't want your business to be affected. I feel like you on the edge of like some type of transformation, but it's kind of like you have to own it. You have to accept it. You have to decide you're ready to walk through that door, Libra. Decide that you're ready to walk through the door with the wisdom card here, because you've acquired all the knowledge. Like, you have the key. I feel like for some of you guys, for some of you Libras, you've acquired some type of key, some type of knowledge, some type of abundance, some type of gift, some type of relationship, some type of pregnancy, some type of child, some type of new job, some type of release from quarantine. 707, thank you, Ascended Masters. You've acquired something. You've acquired something, right? And it's kind of like during this time, the difficulty of it and the restraint of not having it has really grounded you to the point where like you can be practical in how you proceed to making this happen. So I'm hearing like 8 of Pentacles, apprenticeship, craftsmanship, carpentry. Somebody could be wanting to get into like what is it called, construction or something like that, working on something, building stuff around the house, just getting really, really crafty, really, really creative. Also, like, this is like getting out of tradition, getting out of things that you've already done. Also, step into your maturity, letting gravity kind of just let things flow. I feel like you are kind of just going with the flow when it comes to water. Also, somebody could be like having like a gravity bong or making a gravity bong or something. But I feel like there's tension in the air with this card here. There's struggles. Like, I feel like somebody is very demanding of your energy and of your attention. It's kind of like you are always needing to like reassure this person. 33, thank you, Ascended Masters. And I feel like it's putting pressure on you, like you're doing all the work, or like you're the only one giving, and it's hurting you. And it's kind of like you want to work it out, you want to reconcile, but I also feel like you need to speak up and sound the alarm about what you're not getting from this person, whether it be a friendship, whether it be your job. If you know they aren't doing the safety precautions the right way that you need them to be doing, and you just like, fuck it, I'm not gonna keep creating tension for myself, being scared and having to go back to my small children or older people, or just going back to my house, period, opening up my door, you know, making myself vulnerable to virus. You know, I feel like some of you guys are like, I'm not going with the flow anymore. I'm ending this shit. Like, whether it be a relationship or whether this be going to a job every day, I feel like this is the ending. I'm hearing this is the end. Baby vavoose. I'm packing my bags. Like, I'm leaving. Yeah, I feel like your outlook is changing on the situation. Like, maybe it was too hard, and I said key earlier. I feel like God is asking me, like, are you ready to open up this door? Because I feel like once the jigsaw puzzle is opened, like, once the door is open, there is no closing it. It's like if you decide to go on this journey, it's yours. But once you're in, I feel like God is telling you you're in. 1240 equals 7. Thank you, Ascended Masters. I feel like it's kind of like, is the will still alive for this business opportunity, for this business venture? You know, for this thing that you're manifesting. Just because you're single at an older age, it doesn't mean that you can't manifest you having a child. Is your will for that desire dead? Right? It's kind of like re-bringing up old dreams and old goals and stuff that you have forgotten about. You know? Now that we're coming into this springtime energy, this is like reviving things. Plants growing back up, and you know, just feeling like you are receiving the fruits of your labor. I don't know why I'm hearing like hairy balls. Luck is on our side. A pregnancy, like, faith will take us higher. Like, okay, so I was just talking to my friend about, and she's a Taurus, about her being so connected to God right now because she has a baby within her. 707, thank you to the Masters. You know, anytime she needs God or anytime she needs to call on God or whatever, I feel like she got that baby within her. It's so easy for her to be connected to her spirituality. You know, if you are pregnant and there's tension within a relationship and you feel hella emotional and you hella in your feelings or whatever, you scared to tell this person, I feel like you've been on edge. Like, you've been very antsy and in your feelings because you know that you're pregnant. You know that you're pregnant. And you don't have, it's like you don't have faith in this person. Like, you don't even know if this person is going to be happy or going to stick around or be mad or... I feel like somebody has too much responsibility. It's kind of like they don't feel prepared, like they have enough wisdom. Somebody didn't prepare for a test. Somebody didn't think that school would be opening up back up, or somebody didn't think they would still have to take a test. It feels like it's your responsibility to still study. It's your responsibility to still be doing what you're supposed to be doing, to still be cleaning up the house even if your parents ain't home, to still be, I don't know why I just picked that up. That's probably for my little brother. But to still take care of your family, you know, like, even if you're in a relationship, make sure you're still going back home to your peoples and taking care of them. You know, make sure you're still visiting your moms and your peoples at home. You know, just don't get caught up in stuff. You know, if you are caught up in your business, make sure that you are still texting the ones that you love, texting your significant other and letting them know that, hey, I love you, I'm good, I'm home, I'm safe, I'm working. You know, like, I feel like it's important to open up the door to allow other people to have a window into you, to have a different outlook of you, to see you as the bombshell that you know that you are. It's like you tired of being this hard person. You've gained wisdom and you know that you don't have to have this persona, this two-faced persona where it's like, okay, I'm gonna be hard to the world and soft to myself because I don't want anybody to hurt me. You know, I feel like you're releasing that. It's kind of like it just is what it is. So you just want the world to see you for gentle, or you want this significant other or this person or this job or whatever. You just want them to see your value. You want them to understand. I'm just trying to get a move on you. I feel like somebody's trying to make a move on you. Like, and I just said make a move on you and you have the spider. But it's like you have a fear of them. You have a fear of intimacy. Be persistent and incisive and all obstacles will be overcome. This is learning to adapt. It's kind of like you've been waiting so long. Now I'm here to answer your call. I'm here to answer your prayer. I'm here. This manifestation is here. And now you're throwing it away. And it's like, I've been thinking about what I want to do with you. Like, I've been thinking about how we're going to make this work. It's like they know that you're the one that I want to give it to. So I feel like if there's competition in the workplace, there's people who know that you are getting a promotion, or there's people like watching your pockets. I feel like people are watching how you spend your money, like trying to see how much money you got. Like trying to see what you doing and what you got going on. Like just pocket watching. Pocket watching. You can have a little snake or a little sneaky motherfucker, like pocket watching. A little thief in the midst. I'm hearing like a pack rat, like they steal stuff and they just, like little stuff that they don't even need to steal. Like it just asks me for it. Like you sneaking stuff, you sneaking around the house, sneaking food or something like the kids, and it's just like, just ask for it. Like, I don't know if you got restrictions on, or you strict on what the kids eat because, like, you know, we in a quarantine or whatever, but let them have what they want to have. Like, I feel like the fact that it's sneaking is creating, like, a guilty conscience for them. And it feels sneaky, like, it feels secretive. And you feel like there is a secret. And I feel like maybe if you just talk about what the secret is or what exactly they want, it won't be so much confusion. It feels like creating more of an illusion just because there's communication. Right? Through music, you reclaim life magic and grow strong in body and soul. So music does speak to you. You know, if you need clarity, ask God a question like, hey, God, what's going on with me right now? What's my energy? Pick a song, pick a playlist, and let God just speak to you. You'll know what your energy is, you know? I feel like it's so important that you make yourself one with God and how you speak to others. Also, with this crab card here, I feel like you in your shell, and then I saw this porcupine card. And it made me think of like, in order to defend yourself, why do you have to hurt others? In order to be in your shell, like a Cancer or any person, whoever, but a crab will go in its shell, it will retreat, right? So you have this very emotional water sign who can walk on land, who the best of both worlds, right? Who you believe to be best of both worlds. But when you get close, it's like, I never knew that there was a love like this. And I'm scared and I'm defensive and I'm protective over it. Right? So you got all these daggers, but I don't think people understand that you acquired these daggers. You flex these motherfuckers because you want motherfuckers to know they're there. Motherfuckers put these in my back. People put these here. These wounds I got, this is because people put this here. This is because this was bestowed upon me. This is not something that I wanted. This is not, you know? It just is what it is. You know, this is letting people see your pain. Showing people I have pain. This is what I've been through. This is what I've gone through. This is who I am. You know, opening up that shell and not hurting people just because you're hurt. You know, this is like feeling bad about hurting the people that's closest to you. You know, this is learning how to use your intuition. Learning how to see beyond your anxiety. You know, learning how to see beyond things that you've never had. Just because you've never had it doesn't mean you aren't worthy of having it, right? You've never had this responsibility. You've never had this much money before. You've never had this much abundance. You've never had this type of situation before. So now that you are getting it, it feels like a tower moment. It feels like it's too much. It feels like you can't handle it. I feel like this is like a giving up. A giving up. Like, I don't know if I can handle it. I'm hearing throwing in the towel. Throwing in the towel. Let's see. Why is this wisdom card here for Libras? The Four of Wands is kind of like, you know that you're being given this opportunity, and you know that this 33, thank you, Ascended Masters, you know that this is a God-given opportunity, but you need rest. You need time to think about it. Like, you need time to kind of like pity yourself and get rid of the drama. Because after all of this drama and rest, you know, there is sun, there is happiness, there is abundance, you know? There is. Why is the sun card here? With the Nine of Cups, it's like you could have everything that you want. You could have all your happiness. With the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Swords, right? That's the divine feminine. The 9, the pregnancy, the birth. You are in incubation mode. And I don't even mean like literally pregnant. I mean, you are giving birth to everything that you have ever planted seeds for. 33, thank you, Ascended Masters. You have planted the seeds in this world, and now you are ready to give birth to them. And you have anxiety about all of that shit coming in. So you got all these guards up, all these walls up, you know. Could be dealing with somebody in jail. Or somebody under confinement. This could just be being under confinement with people in the house. Creating anxiety because y'all around each other all the time and you want to know like what's going on. You know, now y'all both defensive. In this energy, but there needs to be a death put to that. It's crazy because you have the death card and the Ten of Swords. There's a death already put to this devil-like energy. The anxiety, the fear, like, look at this. They all stacked up in one, and then look. You have the same card 2 times, 2 different times. Look at that. All them knives in your back, all that devil energy that you had in the past. You never had nobody to show you no love. All of this defensive energy right here, it needs to be diminished. It needs to be let go of, thrown away, ended. You know why? Because it's a time of celebration with the 3 of Cups here. It's a time to be happy. God is ushering in the things that you want. It's like you are literally, you got the Justice card in a Libra reading. Libra, if that's not divine justice, if that's not guidance, if that's not love, if that's not abundance, if that's not you getting everything that you really want after a badass heartbreak with a past life soulmate, with a job that you really thought was yours, a career path that maybe you really thought was yours, you really wanted to be a teacher, you really wanted to be in school for a business or ownership or I don't know what, for what, right? Artistry or something. You realize that's not my dream no more. I done spent all this money. I got all these loans. I'm not in school no more. I'm not, you know, this is having a change of heart. You know, going towards different, packing your bags. Somebody is packing their bags, going on a journey, being like, I need space. I need time to go find my 3 of Cups, my happiness, right? I'm hearing shards, glasses. What is it, shards of glass? Sea glass? Going to the lake, going to bodies of water to think, needing to go to water to think. Heading to calmer waters where people aren't so emotional, where she's not going crazy all the time. You know? Packing your bags and just going elsewhere and deciding, look, right? This is realizing, look, I don't want to walk away from this. Walking away from this is going to break my heart. Going towards somebody that I just want to sex up. Going towards this devil-like energy. I feel like somebody got the thoughts of, I could. You hurt me, I want to hurt you back. I could. You know? It's kind of like this is leaving a job without saying anything. Just being like, fuck y'all. Y'all not keeping me safe. I feel like you are chained to this job or bound to this job. I feel like somebody is moving out of a parent's house. It's kind of like your sibling had you like bound or chained up. Somebody could be twins, like a twin sibling. And it's like people just see y'all as one instead of you being an individual and them being an individual. So you don't even have your own identity. That's why you're so insecure. That's why this devil-like energy is creeping in. You think people choose your sister over you. You think people choose other people over you. Other friends. You think people only want to sex you up with this 3 of Swords here. That's that devil-like energy, thinking that you are only made of sex. Thinking that people only want to lay you down. This is getting in bed with the wrong people, business-wise. This is molestation. This is people climbing into your bed. Devil-like energy. Heartbreak, Libras. This is not seeing your parents be loved correctly. You know, promiscuity. You know, seeing them cry a lot, seeing them sad a lot, seeing them alone a lot, seeing your parents in this devil-like energy, wanting to break free from this, wanting to end this cycle that God gave you. Like, look, I gave this to you. I gave you this gift to realize, to see that you can have better than this, that you can change this, that you can make things different. We can reconcile this shit, right? I can set you free. This is being set free from generational curses. Curses, devil-like energy. Celebrating after coming out of a hard time. Celebrating after a fight. 725. This is a makeup after the devil tried to stop you. Right? After you was homeless or broke down to your lowest. After that nigga done beat your ass. After he done took your car. Took your everything or something. I don't know. Somebody in your family died to corona. There was a death in the family. Now you're defensive. Now you scared. You don't want to hang out with anybody. You don't want to be around nobody. You in this devil-like somber energy. Grieving. Being defensive. You don't even want nobody to check on you right now. Right? Because you want justice. You like, my person had to die alone. That's not justice. That's not justice. That's no peace. That's no happiness. I feel like, yo, whoever passed away for you is coming to you in song. It's coming to you in spirit and through the nature and through sunshine. It's very important to be out in nature. If somebody is manifesting a baby here, this person has to pass away so they can reincarnate. The baby got on a white dress. That's purity. Purity. This relationship created a pure baby, even if it was out of lust, even if it was out of a third-party situation or devil-like energy. This is you accepting your child. Somebody accidentally got pregnant. Somebody ended up pregnant. And they needing to rest. They always nauseous, always in the bed. It's causing problems because it's like, you're not fun no more. Look at her. Pregnant. You and your best friend could be pregnant together. You and your twin could be pregnant together. And it's kind of like you wanted one thing for yourself and then she went behind you and got pregnant too. Kind of like everything. I'm hearing monkey see, monkey do. Oh, Ray Shay Love Tarot. I just heard her. I am forgiving. Somebody could have got somebody pregnant. This, or like they want to be forgiven for walking away. It's kind of like, I can forgive you now. You know, I done rested. I took my time. Just like you be taking your time, you know. I follow my inner guidance. And now I can converse with awareness. Now I